Here, I would like to go straight. Basically, the motto of the product creation is initially like eliminate the stress for the database operations team, especially in the critical escalations. So where this tool will help you, especially in operation challenges, critical, especially like migration, performance tuning, and upgrades. So you don't need to wait and get somebody's suggestions or advices. So the tool will help you. You can relaxedly sit in the back seat and drive upgrades and migrations effortlessly. And moreover, another biggest thing is adapting new technology by keeping the existing role and job. So you cannot learn things. Basically, you need to step up extra to learn new things. But with this tool, you can, without learning much, with your experience, you can support the new technologies with the guidance of the UI which we have built. Any new technology which comes in, that can be added to the product. And product is actually built a framework. That framework has all capabilities and like kind of UI capabilities. And any new technology comes in, we can add and plug and play mechanism. That is like easy. We made it. And another thing is like basically how I came up this product is initially I started with a small automation, but ended up in 1.5 years, ended up into a big product, gigantic. I never had this kind of product will come when I think back 1.5 years back. I never had a vision like this, but now it came into such a great, and I have a roadmap for all the capabilities to build and given. Let me go through, introduce the product basically. And moreover, today product is available to download. We'll talk about at the end how to download, what exactly the way you can do it, and what capabilities we have. So my contact number and email address I will share. And you guys can reach me offline if you have further POCs need to be done, further details need to be discussed as well. Okay, let me go to the slides. So I will go, this is the agenda, but mostly I will not stress on the agenda much, where I will go demo deep, so that way you will see, feel and look of the product, how it has been built, what capabilities are coming down the line. So I will introduce like what is DBaasNow and provisioning, what is the data flow, how the product is architectured, what is the roadmap, what is the value add, that is a key of the product. What kind of value DBaasNow will bring into your company or your perspective, especially in an organization. We'll go to demo and then question answers. DBaasNow basically, right, it is a DevOps and DataOps solution which we have built for lifecycle management as well as service management. What is the lifecycle management is? From database provisioning, managing until decommission. That is called as a database lifecycle management will be taken care of. From the provision till the database decommission will take care of in the product. And not only that, service manager, like everybody might have known ServiceNow, ITSM capabilities. Those capabilities are built in the product. Okay. Hope you guys are seeing the screen.
Yes.
Okay. And secondly is basically like it provides a uniform UI screen as a platform to manage your database tasks on a day-to-day basis with multiple technologies, irrespective of the technology. And then not only a DBA, anyone can manage a database. Why we are giving this capabilities? There is a role-based capability enabled in the product. What it can be is some of the load of the DBA can be offloaded to DevOps and DataOps. For example, create user, create roles, or kind of run some kind of scripts. So whatever you want, that can be offloaded to the DevOps team, DataOps. So that way they don't depend on DBA 100%, and they can be more productive than waiting on DBA to give something or grant something access kind of. That is the reason we have built this capability. And provisioning, you can grant access to who can provision and who can monitor, who can manage also, not only the DBA. Or if you want, you can have only DBAs to manage basically, but the provisioning can be done by DevOps team or some VM provisioning team. That is up to the organization. That flexibility is there in the product. And then it's again, right, it is widely accepted, as I initially mentioned, It is a framework built product. So any new database technology you request, that can be provisioned as a new technology, as a service in the product. That could be a existing old RDBMS technologies or new upcoming technologies. But there are 430 database technologies available. You can pick any one of them, give us 10 weeks of time, we can provision that new technology in the product. I can show you how it can be done as well. And these are the full spectrum of what capabilities of DBaasNow can be done as part of the lifecycle manager, as well as the service manager. So these are all the self-explanatory. I don't want to go through details. These are the capabilities available in the product. But today in the version 1, I have MVP, minimum viable product available. But December end, I'm releasing, I'll show you what exactly capabilities are coming down the line in the roadmap as well. And provisioning is very easy. It is a self-service provisioning model. You have to provide the details like server info, it means host name, and then some database info, in a sense, what port the database need to be installed, what is the database name, what is the project name, and this kind of very minimal 5 or 6 items you need to provide that data. The moment you submit that request, then immediately this is whatever the initial center part, that is the database engine which we have built. And moreover, most of the engine is built in the procedure packages manner, and most of the code is completely encrypted. Encrypted in a sense, why I am saying this encrypted and stress is, when I'm releasing the product, I will release the product as a free product. Everyone can download it and use it. And I'm not worried about somebody steals it, somebody manages it. I'm not worried about it because most of the core engine knowledge is built in the PL/SQL packages and procedures. And that is all encrypted. It is a 256 encryption capability we have built. And remaining all can be used and API capable available. So this database engine can be able to do all these capabilities which I'm showing in the center of the screen, and which has the lifecycle, service manager, and license management capabilities. So when you go to the bottom, you can provision a database in a VM or a physical server or a container, or could be a virtual private cloud, public cloud, on-prem, anywhere. And database technologies also, it has a repository, plus any database technology you can provision. And AI/ML capabilities are here in the product to perform log analytics, IT analytics. Why we have built it is, so in future, we wanted to build a predictive analysis capability. It means we will go through every log, database log and OS log. We will analyze the logs and we forecast those warnings, errors, alerts in the console. And down the line, we would like to have a fix for any of the critical alerts, provide a fix, and solution will be deployed. And that solution across the board for that particular database version, for that particular technology, we can be auto-deploy. It means there is no manual intervention. So one environment, you have a critical problem, imagine. That critical problem can be surfaced in any other versions of that particular database on certain conditions. So before that comes, you can proactively deploy a solution on those databases. That capability is coming with the AI/ML. And for this particular piece, we have got the patent. So the predictive analysis capability, quick fix, and provide a solution way ahead with approval, or then we can deploy. Or otherwise, if you want to go, you can go and deploy manually as well, the solution. The end outcome is, these are the databases we have at this point of time: Enterprise MongoDB, Percona, Neo4j, Postgres, and Apache Cassandra. And then these databases can be monitored as well. Monitoring also will come along with it. And what is the core value for this solution is, based on our experience, we have a team of 10 people in the team. Most of them are highly experienced and they have a passion to build a product. And this is built on a passion. The product came up with a passion, not with an interest or side business kind of, no. With the passion, we have come up with the product. And this, whatever experiences we have gained, all the problems we have faced, we are trying to address in this. Not only this, right? If any customer uses this product, imagine they say, hey, I have this problem. I would like to address this. Yes, give us the problem. that solution will be provided in a solution. And this product is completely customizable according to every customer, right? And it is a one-stop solution for any database operation challenges, irrespective of the technology. And it is independent of software, hardware, infrastructure, or product technology. So completely we have built by using open source. The complete product is built in with open source capabilities and engine as well as the UI as well, whatever components we are using, everything. And moreover, we are working with one of the security company to go through the scan and provide a report as well for the entire product end to end. So that way we can use this product in financial industries as well down the line. And what is the data flow for the product? How this flow is for this? What capabilities are there in each and every step? So lifecycle management, it is completely through HTTPS capability, and it is based on the customer again. And authentication, we have built role-based access control within the product itself. Otherwise, if you have your LDAP or AD capabilities from third party or any other company, we can integrate it very easily. So I will show that capability down the line in the UI itself. And it is completely UI web-based product. And moreover, every transaction, every action you perform in the UI will be tracked. And not only that, if somebody goes log into the server and modifies the database configuration, that also will be captured and will be published in the UI. So that way, there is no unauthorized or uncertified, change approved. Non-change approved changes cannot go to the production. That will be captured and will be populated. So in case, hey, still yesterday database working fine, today why not working? So all those things, anybody made changes, all those can be captured and shown in the UI. I will show you in the UI as well. And this is all completely, as I mentioned, right? Completely procedure and package based product. Every engine is completely in the PL/SQL packages. And again, for every component, there is a runbook, and then runbook and plugin can be added, and that can be hooked into the engine, and then that will be used as a capability. And the SSH is required to deploy a cluster-based deployment. That's all based on, again, customer requirement. We'll provide the requirements how it need to be done. And then end products are like you can deploy in any Kubernetes or anywhere in the platform. We don't restrict at this point of time. So, and the available databases are this, and these can be monitored and managed. All open sources are managed and monitored through Grafana and Prometheus. I will show you the dashboard as well. And MongoDB, which is an enterprise, which can be managed. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I'm using the Ops Manager as is. If any enterprise product has a monitoring capability given, I will use as is. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. But administrative capabilities for that product can be built in the product itself. I'll show that as well in the UI. The next is the data flow for Service Manager. Same capability. As I mentioned, right? For Lifecycle Manager, I have the repository. Repository, both for product as well as end user database deployment. Every change will be tracked. Every log will be tracked. So we can provide analytics down the line. That is the reason. Likewise, for Service Manager, all Service Manager capabilities, ITSM capabilities built in. And down the line, we would like to automate as much as possible the moment incident is created. But today, it is a manual process for ITSM, but down the line, we'll automate it as much as possible. So these two, if you see, Lifecycle Manager and Service Manager are integrated. They can talk each other. So the moment incident is created from the Lifecycle Manager, then ITSM will be triggered, basically. That's how the process is. And the security, what are the security capabilities are taken in the product? Product has a built-in role-based access control, and moreover, TLS 1.2 HTTPS secure connection is established already. And whatever users which we create in the database, we have the AES 256 encryption, which is in place even today. So otherwise, hey, we don't want your AES, we have Vault, we can integrate with the Vault as well. And authentication, we can integrate with LDAP. And the roadmap, let me go to the roadmap, basically. So this is the roadmap, what I was talking about. What is today? Today, DBaasNow is ready to use. And in January 2024, by end of December, I can say, not even January. So database backup, node management, and database upgrades, and advanced DB administration, and Yugabyte services available. Whatever today we have, we are adding a Yugabyte service by end of January. So what database node management capabilities are adding? Suppose in case of crisis, if you want to add a node, remove node, when after the load is being done, you can remove the node. When there is a peak load is coming down the line, or forecasted load, planned load is happening, or you are doing some testing, you can add a node dynamically to the existing database. Those capabilities are coming in January. And backups, today we don't have, we will be bringing by December end. And upgrades, minor upgrades we are adding, and we have tested, I have tested myself, and only need to build is UI. That's the reason we don't have today, but the capability is there in the product in the backend. But the UI part, we are working towards it. In June, we are adding Zen, which is a client tool. This client tool, again, is like kind of, you can talk to any database technology as a client. You don't need to use any third-party client tool. Suppose, for example, you are an Oracle DB or SQL Server DB, you know SQL queries, but you don't know Neo4j, which is a graph-based, or you don't know the document database, which is a MongoDB. But you can write a query, SQL query, and send an instruction to the Zen, and it will convert that SQL query into destination database or query, and it will give you a result. That is not only that, and we are keeping a voice recognition. Hey, Zen, can you pull me the data for employee so-and-so and department so-and-so? It can pull the data from SQL Server, or if you pass that query to document database, it will give you the result for the document database. Hey, Zen, can you give me the health report for XYZ database? It will give you the health result, health check of that particular report, and it will publish to you. That kind of capability we are building in the Zen. And cloud enablement. Today, you can provision any database in any cloud, but what we are planning to do is, like, we would like to add this product in the marketplace in the cloud. So that way, anybody can use down the line this product. Not only on-prem, you can host in cloud, and then you can give it a business, especially for service providing company. They can use, or any cloud provider, they can use it as a marketplace as well. That also capability we are working on. And for Postgres, we are planning to do containerization capability. And migration service comes as well along with it in June. This migration services, today, every cloud provider has migration capability. In a sense, you can migrate from on-prem to cloud. It's a one-way traffic. Then once you go, you have to manage your databases, you have to manage. But imagine if you want to get out from cloud, there is no mechanism available today. No cloud provider provides you an option to get out from cloud and go to on-prem, or to go to another cloud. That is customer problem. So that problem is a huge problem today. So that I would like to address through. It means with a very minimal downtime or zero downtime based on the database technology, we can migrate data from one cloud to another cloud, or cloud to on-prem, or vice versa, whatever way. So that migration capability is coming as well. And major upgrades, some version 12, version 13, you need to upgrade. Those capability, major upgrade version capability is also coming in June 2024. And then cloning services. Cloning is, suppose if you want to build test dev environments by using the production. Currently, there are products available, especially a lot of major companies use Delphix. So, and Oracle gives a GDB clone capability. So you can clone their production database, and you can build a test dev environment by masking sensitive data. That capability we would like to bring as a clone service. And other technologies coming along with it is, right, showback, chargeback model we would like to bring. Showback, in a sense, within your organization, you show the cost for other department, how much resources you are using, what could be the cost if you go to the cloud. Or chargeback, if you want to charge back them, you can have a chargeback model as well. That's what we would like to introduce that. And these are the capabilities which we wanted to add, new technology. And moreover, right, these services, this roadmap will change according to the priority of customer. Suppose, for example, hey, I would like to have clone services. Most of our customers ask for, I will prioritize and put it before, might be in June itself. That kind of customization we can do. That kind of prioritization can be done for this roadmap. And the most important part of this is, where does DBaasNow add value? It reduces, basically, with my experience, I can say for one of the company, 40 to 60% of the support cost I have reduced. Support cost in a sense, for example, when you adopt a new technology, you will be spending most of the time as a learning curve, and you will be creating more support tickets to the vendor. So you'll be working more with the vendor to enhance their product, to fix their bugs. That's what most of the time happens. But when you have already a stabilized configuration, best practices in the configuration itself, so the database will be stabilized even in the dev environment. And whatever deployment you develop, put it in development, the same configuration goes to UAT, QA, performance, SIT, did whatever environment you have till the production. So when you want to compare the configuration across the board, we are going to build a comparison button. So you can compare environment 1 to environment 2, all the configurations. You don't need to log into the server. I have seen in a couple of customers, they build the development, the configurations modified, but those modifications might not be reflected. There is no guarantee to track where, how you deploy when it has been deployed. But with this, everywhere you can track, everywhere dev to production, you will have the uniform configuration. There is no one parameter which is available in dev, not available in production. That kind of consistency will be there. So that way, standards from the day one, development itself is the production ready environment kind of. So it will be very standard. So with that, you will not be working on the support, and you will not be working on like issues, performance issues, configuration issues internally within yourself. And moreover, you will bring confidence from the day one to the application team and business. Hey, this configuration is very stable, steady. Let's go with the production later environment. That kind of confidence I'm bringing by reducing this. All this, not only the product support, within internally the support capabilities as well. A lot of things, especially configuration, monitoring, backup, all those things are standardized across the board. So this capability, with this is a huge cost cut to the companies. And next, product license and infrastructure cost. So some of the databases, right, whether we have use or not, we'll procure an infrastructure, we'll provision in a standard database. But the database might be 200 meg or 20 GB. For that, you don't need to have an extra database server needed. And we need to put it in consolidation into single database based on the group, based on the business. How we do it, I will show you how we have categorizing the product, where the databases are deployed and utilized. So this consolidation can be done. You can reduce the infrastructure cost as well as operation cost and product license cost as well. And not only that, right? QA, production, or whatever environments, top 2 environments, you can have a production enterprise license, and rest of the environments, you can go into community edition where you don't need to pay license. So that kind of consolidation also can be done, migrate enterprise to community version. So that way you will save the license cost. For one of the company, I have saved at least multi-millions of product license cost. So that is the experience I have. And moreover, these migrations can be done with 0 downtime. Even customer or application team will not be aware, hey, the database migrated from enterprise to community. 0 downtime, no impact to the business. We can do that way. So that experience I already have, and the team has already that experience. And next is reduce database management and migrations cost, which I already explained in previously. So you can mitigate risk of associated like kind of migrations and security vulnerabilities, all will be taken care. And database migrations can be done with no third-party vendor, no additional cost to be paid as well. So that can be done. So this is also a biggest cost to the companies. And the other one is reduce operations cost and revenue loss. When you are adopting a new technology, there are more mistakes can be done even after going production as well. So those mistakes are completely avoided here with this product. And moreover, you can resource utilize better with this tool. Hey, you will know everybody's load, how much they do, and they can scale up. Every resource can be scaled up by using this product, both DevOps, DBaaS side, and resources, especially like even monitoring L1, L2, all those resources can be scalable basically. And whatever task you feel like operationally, we can automate it through this product. That capability is called as a customization we can do. That extent we can do. This is where the value add to the product. And this I added for the market scope for DBaasNow. This is, I'm not stressing at this point of time. Let's go to the demo. Okay. This is the product. The moment, let me log out. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Yeah. Madhu. Okay. Any questions, guys? Okay, let me log in. Otherwise, I will answer the questions at the end. So this is the UI for the lifecycle manager. So when you log in, it will show you the footprint of complete your infrastructure, database infrastructure, how it is, where it has been deployed, when it has been deployed, and how in the last 12 months. So what kind of versions you have deployed, how it has been deployed, all those things. Let me go to little here and to the, let me explain on how this is organized in the product. One is home. This is the home screen you will get. And the catalog, excuse me. Catalog is the one. What are the database services available today in the product? These are the services available. But number of services increases, this screen might not fit. We have a plan to change and make it as a simple screen. But anytime, we will not extend any screen more than one page. Everything will fit in a single screen. So at this point of time, these are the technologies available. Neo4j cluster, standalone. Postgres also the same way. And every technology the same way. And enterprise MongoDB is also the same. And Percona Mongo is an open source product. And Neo4j is an enterprise VR provision. At this point of time, if customer wants lower environments, as I mentioned, we can go to community. But when we are delivering this product, we will not deliver any of the binaries because of the legal thing, right? We will not deliver. We will provide the instructions for any enterprise service we are providing. We'll provide instructions how to download the enterprise product, and license is bring your own license model. You have to bring, customer has to bring their own license. And then we'll use that license, and we will give the instruction where to deploy the software installation, where to keep the binaries as well. So that way you can use Neo4j as well. Likewise, Mongo. But remaining community, you will see it will be available. You can download and as well as. And moreover, we are making the product downloadable, download and use it. No configuration needed. So then let's go to my database, right? So these are my databases today I have deployed. Let me take out all this. So it will be by default, you will have no graphs. By default, when you go to my databases, when you provision, you will not have any graphs. Right, let me clear this. Yeah. This is your screen basically, right? I will close all these graphs. When you log in, you will have by default a text format. Now, hey, I want to see what are my databases based on organization. Just you click show chart. Show chart will have an option, either pie or bar graph. You can choose whatever you need. And then what are the applications I have, my databases are using? What are applications by database technology? So, and then what are the versions do I have in my database? What are the environments do I have in my environment? And what is the status of every database, whether provision, decommissioned, or failed provision, whatever it is, you can see. And who last modified my databases? But any database, if anybody modified, provision, decommission, change the configuration, you will see those database, the person. And below, if you go down little, you will see all the databases which you have provisioned, whatever there. So this is the screen. In a single screen, you can see the technologies, how they are spread in an organization, by an application, by version, by technology. So, and then these are my servers. For these databases, what are the servers are being used? These are the servers. This is the left pan of the product. And the top right-hand corner, you have one button called notice. If you want to send any notifications, like for example, when we are patching a database or when we are upgrading a database, usually we schedule a calendar invite and we'll send notification, right? But here you can publish notices for that particular technology, for that particular group. You can publish. The moment they log in, they will see the notices. These are the notices which we have built. I will go through the details. And next screen, if you go, this is most important. And moreover, announcement is you can publish as well. Notice will be popped up, and announcement, you can announce it for that management, like upgrade, downgrades, those kind of stuff. And general settings. General settings which are needed for the product is what kind of databases tiers you have, tier 0, tier 1, tier 2. So categorization. And what kind of life cycles you have in the database life cycles, like dev, test, prod, QA, performance, those kind of things you can define. And what kind of announcements you can make it. These are the general settings you can make it. And then moment next you go to organization. How many organizations you have in your company? So you can create organization. I have created some based on just generic names, and then organization, and you can create applications for that organization. I will show you why it is needed when I deploy a product. And then next one is applications. What kind of, before you deploy an application, you can create an application. You can say which organization it belongs to, who is the primary contact. For example, I'll show you, for example, right? So this information you need to give. If you want to add a new application, which organization it belongs to, application code up to your company, whatever you can give, app name you can give, and then app owner and who is the business owner, and what is the application classification, and what is the cost center for that application, where it is located, business is located or application located, whatever, and which department it belongs to, what is the line of business for that particular application, and life cycle of that particular application, whether dev, seat, whatever it is. And then when is going to be you are planning to install, you can choose that date when you are going to live. So you can set that and create. For example, I have created some of them. This is the way. So why, when it helps is, I will show you when you are provisioning, you can attach your database to that particular organization, to that particular application. So you deploy. So when you want to see the screen, you can see the screen like this in my database. If you go, this database belongs to this organization, this version, this application, you can categorize. That is the reason, easy to track, easy to manage where this application, whom it belongs to, who is the primary contact. Of course, those details will be available in every company, but not on fingertips. But here we can bring all those things in fingertips. And then these are the applications I mentioned. Another thing is server pool. Suppose if you want to scale up your databases operationally, right? When you want to scale up operationally, you can create way ahead the build the servers and keep it ready. And then during peak time, you can add the server dynamically to the particular database. That is node management capability. And then, yeah. And then next is service credentials. So to use this product, you need OS account. But for now, I'm saying DBaasNow. But if you have for every technology, different database, accounts, you can create accordingly. Right? Then is system credentials. So for this purpose, these are the ones which is called as an integration purpose. You can create these system credentials. And then user management. This is what I said. You can add user, remove user, and roles you can create, all those things for role-based access control you can use. And then version control. So you cannot deploy every version available as soon as it comes in the market. We have to test it, validate it, what capabilities to come. So we will certify it and release it, tell you, and we'll release as a package for you. Hey, new version for XYZ databases came, you can use it and download the patch and apply onto the product. So that way you can deploy a new version to that particular database. So this is to keep up environment available and consistency. We have added this capability. And then another one is license activation. As I said, we are giving initially the product is free. Download it and use it. But we are not putting any timeline. Any period you can use this product. But we are restricting number of hosts you deploy. For example, lifecycle management, you can do per corner. We will give 3 nodes because Mongo needs 3 minimum for one cluster. Likewise for other databases. This is how This is how we control. This is how we control the licenses and as well as restrict database deployments. Customer can decommission and provision new database. That's not a problem. That's how we are controlling the free version, right? This is how we are organizing the database deployments itself. You might have a question, hey, how about if I need to manage the existing database which is on the server? So we will talk about that as well down the line. Now let me go to details how we manage, right? Let me go whatever is provision for now. I will show you how this could be. I will go to one of the provision today. Provision the moment you provision, which is a single. I will go to cluster. I provisioned. I will show you provisioning as well. Replication Mongo. Okay. I created a database today morning. A and B means accounts and billing. So host, this is the home. This is the monitoring, what I'm saying. This is the dashboard, basically where you can manage databases. So the moment you provision a database, you'll have this screen. Where exactly it came to, this is the app name. This is the DB name. What database type is, what is the user. We are creating by default one database user. So that user can be used for your testing, or you can create down the line under users and roles, whatever users need. So when it has been created by whom? And OS distribution, what exactly the OS this database is deployed, and what is the host name, what port we have used, and what is the role of the database, whether it is primary, secondary, or whatever it is. Database status as well. And backup is coming soon. And created on when. Today morning, I have deployed this database. And whatever, if you have announced, right, for any patching or anything available, that will be populated here if that is a patching available on that particular database. And then host metric. This is what is Prometheus Grafana. Host metrics are populated. Most of the host metrics are in the control panel, in the panel mode. Summary is this. So it will show you the list of servers and the status of the agent. This is not the database status. This is the agent status. And then uptime, since when it is up. How many CPUs this has, what is the memory, free memory. You don't need to go anywhere to look what is the capacity used, available, and all. Of course, every monitoring tool has this, but this we are building as part of the product itself. You don't need to configure anything as such. So, CPU utilization it shows, and memory usage, disk usage, everything is panelized. So you can minimize, maximize, you can see panel for every technology. And moreover, you can change this timing, how frequently you want to refresh, or what kind of data you can go historically back, and then for a time interval you can catch. And cycle view mode, there are multiple modes you have. You can, that's it, no other things basically. You can't see top screen. Then you can minimize, you maximize, you can get this. So every capability is there. This is for data host metric. Most of the metrics are available. If anything is needed, we can add it based on the customer requirement. Especially most of the problems are disk average, disk IO, disk IOPS, and network traffic. Anything which is needed, we can add to this. These are the host metrics available. Let's go to DB metrics. What kind of DB? This is also Grafana Prometheus. And this side is our UI. Whatever new capabilities which we are bringing, backup, database start, everything will be available here. This is the primary database. And most of the databases monitoring tools available, but they don't show the role. But we show here what is the primary, what is the secondary version. Everything will be shown. So these are all the database metrics. You can go, especially Mongo means uplog recovery status, max heartbeat time. So most of the stuff is, and more important, replication lag. Any lag between the nodes in the replication. So this is administration. This capability which we have built a tool, right? You can stop a database. If you go to action, you can show stop database or start database, for example. I'll stop this database, right? What is this role? This is node 1, which is secondary. I'm stopping. I need to put a comment, stop database. Confirm. So it stops the database. And here, I will show you here it deploys. Once it deploys, it comes back. So database member setting, and this is the configuration setting you can do. For example, for this, who is hidden, what server has what priority and what voting capability. You can change this configuration, and you can hide this node, and you can delay the replication, and you can change the priority of the voting. Votes, basically, not vote. The priority you can change, right? Vote is 1, and I can change the priority. You can slave the delay, and you have to put the comment. You can change all these capabilities. That is configuration changes. And if you want to change the replication settings, you can go ahead and change the replication setting. So for a non-technical person to understand what need to be do, what exactly, if you ask somebody, hey, you support database, go and change the replication factor, it's very difficult. But any layman can come here and change it. But of course, you need to have a minimal knowledge what exactly election timeout. With your previous experience of database support, you can manage Mongo very easily. That's what I mean to say, scale up your capability. So you can change the replication capability. Likewise, if you go to read-write capability, if you want to change, right? So you can change read-write capability for that particular node. So what kind of read you need, whether local or majority, whatever capability, right? You can change this capability. This capability you can do with this product. And even if you go to Mongo Enterprise, you might not have most of the capabilities. Start-stop capabilities might not be there. A lot of capabilities which we are bringing going forward might not be available. See here, this node is down. DB status is down, but server is up. And if I go to activity, I can see who modified this. Let me refresh this. I see this status. Stop Mongo by whom and whatnot. It has been stopped. Not only this, even if I go log onto the server backend, I can stop, I can track this. This update will happen here. So that is the activity tracker. And suppose if you want to create a role or create a user, you can do here through this. Create user. You can add roles, existing available roles, and you can create a user. So this capability is there in the product. And the support, if you want to create an incident, you can create an instance right from here. The moment you create an incident, I will show you I have created an incident. I will show you how it comes to the service manager. Let me go and deploy one database. So this is Mongo, right? Let me go to Postgres. Hey, you are showing it for Mongo is this kind of monitoring, right? This kind of capabilities. If it is a Postgres, what kind of roles available? Okay, what kind of way UI is available? See, transparent UI. There is no difference in the UI. Exactly the same as Percona Mongo. Post metrics, same. DB metrics, very similar. Administration capabilities and Postgres. And another thing is here, you can patch basically, right? You can install extension. You can manage extensions. Those can be done as well. See here, start is there. And moreover, start a database and stop database. It is a cluster level changes. I can expand, still you see this. You can see this sidebar for other capabilities available. All other capabilities we are going to plan build here. And stop database is, it stops complete database. And if I go here action, you can start only the particular database instance, not the entire cluster. And if you want to create a new database, I can create in Postgres new database. DB name. So I create one not Postgres, creating it will come here. I will show you. So this is where you can create. And once user created, how do you change the roles and add profiles and all? You can see Napa user has been created. I don't need to have any technical knowledge for this to create a user. And how do I grant roles and elevate this user? I will show you that as well. And Postgres extensions. How do we add manage extensions? Suppose if I have this extension, I would like to install them upgraded version or remove them. Basically, I can do it. And I can, if you want, add this extension. And especially in some technologies, right? You need to have in-depth knowledge to understand what each extension is, what extensions are available. But here, the moment I deploy, I have the extensions available. There are 49 extensions available for this particular version. I can manage these extensions right away. I don't need to break my head, or I don't need to think much, right? And moreover, parameter settings. Currently, it is not there. That is in December release. All these parameter settings also coming. Whatever are the dynamic parameters, it means without setting the database, you can add parameters or change parameter values. Those are the dynamic parameters we're adding. Not only that, static parameters. It means you need to bounce the database instance node by node, and then those parameters also will be added. This administration capability is coming down the line. So, and then I have created a user, Napa, right? Where is it? Is it created here? Let me refresh the screen. Okay, that is not a DB user created. Okay, that user is, or database is created, sorry. This is the DB user. Let me create a user. That is the database I have created, Napa database. Okay, I am creating a new user again, the PG test one, and I create database and create role privileges, and I'll give the password, some PG test one. I'm giving the same name, and whatever user I'm creating, right, this user will be encrypted, so it will not be transparent. Even when you go back and query, you will have an encrypted password, not the transparent password. Create PG test one. User is created. Screen. PG test is created, but at this point of time, he's not a super user. He don't have these roles and replication. So I will enable, go here, replication capability I'm adding replication capability for that user. Okay. And if I go here, activity, what I have done for this database, grant permission to DB user. So adding replication privileges is added, create DB user is created. So everything is tracked here. So this is what the capability for every technology we have. So UI is seamlessly built UI. Let me go and add a new database. Let me create a new database. Let me go, I will create one Percona standalone. It doesn't matter whether it is a cluster database or a standalone database, you will have the same, you need to pass same parameters. There is no difference. And here, I don't know what the servers are available, right? That is where the server pool we have built. If I come here, I don't know what servers are available. I can come here. I don't remember the server name. So I can come here. It will show you how many are in use and how many are available. This database is available. 02 is available. 18 is available. So let me take node 18 and provision a new database. Percona standalone I'm provisioning. Okay. That is the host name I'm giving. And then I'm making it as a primary. And then it is a MongoDB server only, right? Add server. And here, what I'm providing, I'm using the default port. If you want, you have already enabled a new port, which is particular to your company, you can update that. But provided you need to enable that port before provisioning a database by the network team. Now, database added the node. It is a Mongo server. This is the host name, it's a primary, and this is the distribution of OS. And these are the mounts are created by default, M01, M02, M03, and the server is successfully validated. We validated the server as well. Go to next page. When you go to the next page, here, whatever we have provided, the new added application names, organization names, all those are we are added, right? Here is the value add for that. So here, application name, I don't need to add a name. Choose the existing application name. For example, I'm using sales application EPOS. That's where I'm creating an application. What is the project name? I'll say PRJ, I'm creating EPOS. This is the name. And environment, we have already defined our environments in our organization. Let me say this is a development environment because a single node development environment. And what is the DB name? EPOS dev.
Why it is came? So pick it up.
And login name, this is what I said. We will be providing along with the database creation one user, which is You can use it down the line, or you can remove it down the line, but we are provisioning to test everything. So like DB name, right? For example, I will give first login name equals user one. I'm creating. And what is the database version? These are the database versions available.
Jankana, come here.
I choose one version. See how many parameters we are given, which are all known parameters. There is no brain needed for this to provision. Submit request. That's it. If you see here, database is provisioning. And when you provisioning, you will see this clock and you will see the logs for the provisioning. Every log, what is doing underneath. You can see it is very transparent. So anybody can check what's happening. I will show you some of the database provisions I have canceled. I made it fail too. So some are like decommissioned. Let me say there is a decommissioned failed. So for that as well, even decommissions, I will see the log, why it is. And canceled, some are there. Provisioning failed, cancel. And in case, right, if I provision this cancel fail, what I can go, I can completely cancel, reprovision it. That time you don't need to provision any details of application name model. It provisions under the same name. So provisioning happens. So it is that simple. The moment once it is provisioned, you will get a hyperlink. You can go click there and you can see all the capabilities will come in. And this is another database, right? Neo4j, which is a graph database. I have provisioned 4 nodes basically. This database is completely a different technology. It's a graph database, right? So let me go to DB metrics. Now I'll show the administration. DB metrics, right? One is leader, another one is reader, 3 are followers. So you can increase the capability of the read for this database by adding more readers. But this cluster, Neo4j is a graph database. You will have 3 causal nodes, that is primary cluster, and then remaining nodes are reader nodes. So you can provision and decommission anything. And administration, same capability, no change. You can, if you want to have a console, you can go to Neo4j console. Go to Neo4j console, and then you will have all the graph capabilities, queries you can query, which is all given by the vendor. We are using that same. But the administration purpose, you can use the same database, right? Same skills, roles you have. What are the database users have? What is the activity done? Everything is as similar, no difference. And then come here, Neo4j. It is Neo4j is the default user. Thank you. Boom. You logged into Neo4j console and you can perform all queries here. Nothing. Once you provision, that's it. Get started. This is the URL. You are connected. And moreover, right, I would like to show you for explicitly some of the databases, right? Hey, what is the connection string for the database? So let me show you. You can just copy, connection string will be there for you. I'll go to, let me go Postgres, or yeah, you can click and get the connection string for the database. Administration, and get DB connection string. I don't know what connection string is. So copy it. I can get to Notepad and paste the connection string. Yeah. This is the connection string for this database. Postgres, blah, 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 connection string. So you don't need to struggle what is the connections to be for this kind of easiness we made. So, okay, let's go to the databases provision, right? What happened to the database which we have provisioned? It is provisioned. See, we provisioned Parkona standalone, provisioned. This is the log, ended successfully. Then go, here we have the EPOS PRJ, Parkona standalone, which is a single node, host metrics, DB metrics, see all host metrics scheme. I did not configure anything. I provided a couple of parameters to provision a database and DB metrics. And then administration skills. I don't need to do anything. Replication capability there, or read write concern you can modify, and you can start database, and you can do anything. And users you can create, you can roles create, and activity will be tracked. And if you want to start a database, start database and decommission. So let me show you how do I decommission this database. When it is not, it is a dev database. I don't want this database. I can decommission. So come here, decommission. So decommission this DB to reprovision the reprovision. But this is mandatory to provide the comments. Confirm, submit. I'll be out. This will be out. Decommissioning, you will have the log, what it is doing, how it is taking off. Reload, you will get ended. Your database is provision, decommission. If you see here, there is no database. If I go clear off and select only decommission, you will see the top. This is the Percona standalone decommissioned by me. And here is the log. Always the log will be there. Likewise, we are provisioning this capability to view any of the database logs. So that capability, those capabilities are coming as part of the additional database management capabilities. Okay. This is the database administration management capability. I did not show you the this one, Enterprise MongoDB. Let me go to Enterprise Mongo. I would like to show you the difference, how it will be. Okay. Show, I don't provision. We have already provisioned database. We'll use that. So, sorry. Enterprise replica MongoDB. I will go here. For this, right? If I need to go, I don't have anything. If I see home and support, because this vendor provides ops manager. That ops manager has the capability to manage database, but other capabilities like upgrades, all those things will provision here. Enterprise ops manager. It goes. You will see the monitoring in that. It's all linked, and you don't break your. Suppose if your company has already ops manager, we can integrate it with very easily. We need to have URL, username, and password. That's all we can integrate that easy. So this is how it is. And then if I go to servers, processes, and more metrics, you can see everything. Agents, what are there, what available, and all capabilities you have here. Let me go here. You can see all the monitoring, which is, I don't need to spend time, which vendor is providing. I would like to use the capability. All Mongo capability. If you want cache usage or disk apps or queues, tickets available, everything you can see. This is the capability. The moment we deploy a Mongo ops manager, all the capabilities will be deployed in the ops manager. And moreover, even if you have ops manager, to provision a Mongo is a very complex process. So, but we are eliminating that process as part of the provisioning. So this is what we are doing. This is the product. Okay, I would like to show you the service manager, right? Let me show you the service manager, which we have created. I have created service manager. Yeah. This is the service manager. I will wrap up with this. The service manager will have all the capability, incident, problem. The moment you create an incident over there, it comes here instance. So all incidents will be available. So you can go to the instance, you can see the details. Very simple, easy pain, and no stress, no knowledge is needed. You can manage our databases. You can completely ITSM process capabilities, you can manage through this. That is ITSM. I don't want to go through the details of the ITSM because that is not the goal for today product. It has both capabilities. Yeah. Okay. This is the product, guys. Now this is where ended demo. In the development part, I'll give the roadmap direction. You will build the UI and development for me. Yeah. And we have a team of 10 people globally distributed today, as of today. Yeah.
And Janardhan Garu's goal is to eradicate the homelessness in his city first.
Yes. That is another thing. First thing, when I get the revenue, I'm planning to work on homeless. I'm working with Round Rock City. to take up the homeless people in the city with the product fund. So I would like to create a model. I'll show to the government, then would like to get government to work towards it that way. I'm working with some government officials in the round. Yeah.
Yeah, you also talked with Mayor in Austin, right? So he and you both come up with a strategy to help the homeless guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Eventually, Janardhan Garu's idea is to implement in other cities as well to
Yes.
eradicate this homelessness.
It's exactly. See, once if this model is successful in one city, can be deployed anywhere, everywhere in the country.
And one more good thing about to know him is bringing them for the opportunity to work. Whoever has the capability, and Janardhan Garu from his DBaas, he'll give an opportunity to work.
Yes,
So
exactly. And moreover, right, I would like to take most of the college students, freshers, and experienced, mix basically. And those who don't have experience, I don't want to discourage them. We will train them. And to meet our requirements, how do we code, what kind of requirements, we train them and we use them in the product development.
And you lead one charity organization named paramatmafoundation.org.
Yeah, paramatmafoundation.org. I have registered the domain. Luckily, I found it. I got it. So through that, we'll do the charity.
Yeah. Once these people train and they goes to the work, automatically they'll pay the expenses for other people who can't afford them.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
And all I need is now, just started on Vijayadashmi day, we went live. And now all I need is customer. And the end goal is, right, whoever is investor in the team, in our Napa, I would like to work them to get investment for the product. So that way we can expand the product capabilities and use the funds for marketing, especially.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing, Janardhan Garu.
Yeah.
And out of passion, you are doing it. You help for the charity.
Yes, exactly. Out of passion, I'm doing. I don't know how many nights I stayed in the same room. Nights, days, don't know. Sometimes by 4, it will be 4 a.m. 4. Then again, start the day by 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah. So many.
You always motivates the younger generation with your ideas.
Right. Yeah. My goal is I work for this many hours, right? I don't want the coming generation should work like 70 hours, 80 hours. They work intelligently, smartly with the help of a tool. Don't stress yourself and don't kill yourself. That is the goal. So we need to take out stress. I don't know how many sleepless nights, some nights, no sleep. You don't get a sleep because of the stress. Tomorrow I have a migration. I need to prepare a plan. Otherwise, too many people are watching me. This is a highly critical system. I cannot fail. So that stress build up for every DBA, every operations team member when you are doing upgrades and migrations and operation challenges, right? So I would like to eliminate those things down the line. Hey, you don't need to struggle like that. Use this and upgrade. But of course, this product need to be available in that company.
Yeah, with your words, I just remember Narayana Murthy, CEO of Infosys. He also recently posted a comment, right, saying 70 hours to work for the India IT guys.
Yeah, that is in India, and his vision is different, might be